guys, and welcome back to another Dead by Daylight help thing. So today we're gonna do Clown. So I wanted to give myself a bit of a challenge. Clown is a killer that a lot of people overlook, and whether you love clowns or you hate clowns, you've looked at him and you were like, man, I would love to be able to play Clown decently. So what does King use to play as Clown? Now, see, at one point, I was playing Clown or not Clown, but I was playing Dead by Daylight so much that I could run Clown naked and I was getting 4Ks. Thankfully, that is not the way it is anymore, and I don't know how this match is going to go. So, what do I run? Whispers, as always, my go-to, especially if the killer does not have a lot of presence and I don't have the ability to keep the pressure up on the survivors and or killers. Ruin helps really extend the game. It helps really make things a lot more difficult for the survivors until they get to your hex totem. Monitor and abuse, because you want to be able to get as close as you can to the survivors, because the clown does not have a very long lunge distance. And Thanatophobia, because you want that extension of the game. And normally I would have like the whole, you know, I think it's the VHS porn or something like that. You refill the bottles faster and stuff like that, and the increased intoxication effect. But I don't have the VHS porn. I probably could put blood points into him if I really wanted to. Do I want to? Hey, look, Devour hooks you. Let's see. Let's throw some blood points in him. See if we can get the build. Oh, look, infectious fright. I know other people have better builds, other people have differing builds and have differing opinions on the build. This is just what I personally run on him. I find it to be pretty decent. I didn't get VHS porn here, did I? No, I didn't. Alright, so I'm not even going to try to get it. So maybe you guys would be able to tell me this in the comments, because I have no idea. It's something that I've realized on Michael. I don't get certain items after I've gotten a lot of them. So, like, on Michael, I love my scratched mirror jewelry box on Larry's Memorial Institute. And I don't get the scratched glasses or shattered glasses very often in his blood web. I think it was like 7 or 8 million blood points in between whenever I got the last one that I had used and then gotten a new one. It was ridiculous, and that was 7 to 8 million on Michael itself. So let me know if you guys know if that's a thing or not, because I don't usually prestige my killers or survivors. I just get all the perks and just run them. I don't care for cosmetics. But if that will actually reset the count so that I can get shattered glasses again, I might actually prestige Michael. So who knows? We'll see. Let me know. But Clown, he's a very, very interesting character to play. So when he came out, the initial thought was, alright, his tonic is going to make it a very good anti-loot killer, a killer that you can just use and funnel people in a direction that you are not worried about. Now, that was great on paper, because, oh, you got dizzy, you got a little bit slower, he was able to hit you. If you got the pinky finger, you can throw the pinky finger, or you can throw the bottle, it hits them directly, and then you can insta-down them. Man, this killer is going to be overpowered. Yes, that is an add-on. Pinky finger and VHS porn are going to be your best friends if you can get those in the blood web, by the way. But what the problem was is, like, they didn't want to make it so that you couldn't see anything whenever you got the tonic, and that was going to be the only real way that he'd be a good anti-loop. I have a feeling I'm gonna get looped a lot here, because there's a double level. He's a very single level kind of killer. And by double level, I mean going up in the Ironworks of Misery. But they did give him a small buff. Why do I see his aura? That's probably Muffin. I don't have a perk that I can see his aura, but you kind of want to just yeet your bottles, and they made it so you don't slow down when you're charging up your bottle anymore. It used to be that you slowed down, but not anymore. They got rid of that, and I think that has helped him out tremendously. If it wasn't for that, he probably would still be a very lackluster, very poor killer that nobody ever really used. Now, I'm not saying people use Clown all the time now, but he has actually become a little bit more manageable. Now, could you use the gen pressure build with the Clown? Yes. Do I have the perks on the Clown to be able to do the gen pressure build? No. so that's why I'm not doing it. One of the things that you always want to do with the clown is when you down someone, or like if you are out of a chase or whatever, first thing you want to do is you just want to automatically refill your bottles. People be like, oh, he's just slugging me. No, you're refilling the bottle. Alright, people are always going to be grumpy and always going to be pissy no matter what you do. Just refill your bottles because that's going to be your go-to. People are like, oh, well, I don't have to worry as much about the tonic because it doesn't do much, but they'll still avoid that pink cloud because it's just obnoxious. Alright, so you want to throw these pink clouds as much as you can. Alright, and if you can block off certain routes so that, you know, either they scream or they don't use it, even better. You know, just like you would always break a pallet before picking someone up, you always want to refill your bottle. And that's where the VHS porn comes in handy, because then you're not just standing over someone and refilling a bottle. Hi, Claudette. Don't try to chase, because like I said, you don't have any lunge. You have one of the smallest attack ranges in the game as Clown. Ooh, I hit her with that. I probably didn't hit her directly, but I hit her. Now, one of the things with the intoxication effect that a lot of people will do, and I probably won't be able to manage it today because this is like my first time playing Killer in a long time. One of the things that a lot of people will do is they will throw a bottle and they will use that bottle to make people get the hazy face, and then they'll reverse loop so that people don't see the bloodstain, because the bloodstain is essentially what gives away where you are as the clown whenever they have haze face. Obviously, not always. If people are paying enough attention, it helps out a lot for them, but usually want to reverse loop. Hi, Bill. And never, ever, ever be afraid to peel off a chase. Oh, we gonna do this kind of game, guys? Because I am just refilling a bottle, and you're over here trying to run back and forth, Mr. Dwight. What are you doing? Also, okay. Some of these maps, you have trees where it's like, I can fit through there. Just kidding. Ooh, they got ruined. That's going to make this a little bit more difficult. Like I said, I probably am not going to be able to do as great as I used to with Clown. There we go. But, you know, we'll do what we can. This is essentially the best that you're going to be able to get with most Clown matches, because Clown, like I said, is one of the lower tier killers. Someone, I don't remember who, but someone had made a, like, tiering of viability for characters, and I wish I could find it, because it's what most people use as, like, a ranking, and it's fairly accurate, like, with viability of a killer versus the use of the killer. And Clown, Demogorgon, Legion, and now even Blight are pretty low on that cast because they just don't have a lot of viability. Like, even Trapper has a better anti-loop than the Clown does with the bear traps. And Wraith has better distance closing with a longer lunge for one, and a invisibility that he can use to hide and get close to survivors. So there's a lot of lackluster things about it, but such is the life of Clown players. Wow, I hit that Dwight with that bottle. How did I manage to hit that Dwight? Ooh, good 360. Well done. Oh, well done. Bravo, madam. Bravo. I don't know if you're an actual madam, but you're playing a female character, so I'm gonna call you a madam. I know a lot of males play the female characters, so shush. Hi. Neither one of us knew what was going on there. Listen, that was bad on both of our fronts. I'll admit it. Like, we both kind of just went back and forth there. We did a little dance, made a little love. We got down tonight, you know? That's not where I wanted that bottle to go. This is a loop that you want to try to avoid, because if they can run that loop efficiently, they got a pretty good. Yeah, I'm getting loop pretty good. Like I said, this is not the. They haven't even used the upstairs as much. Usually, on this map, they use upstairs to counter loop, but ooh, no adrenaline. Yep, nah, I didn't think so. Well, I blocked that off. No, they blocked that off. Another good perk for him is actually one of his perks, which is Bamboozle. Where that if you vault, it blocks the window. Or if a survivor, yeah, if you vault, it blocks the window so the survivor can't use it. Honestly, Clown is one of those killers that you want a open kind of map. This map is a little difficult for him just because there is a lot of loops. He runs at a 4.6 meters a second, I want to say, but that 4.6 meters a second does not always transfer into good anti-loops. And so you kind of want to focus a lot on, you know, trying to get the open maps, especially with using monitor and abuse, because like if you can get the cornfield works great with him, believe it or not. There's Bill. Bill, I don't know what you're trying to do over here, buddy, but your death hook, I will gladly take a 1K whenever I shouldn't. Hi. Then they're gonna go for that door right there. Bill's death hook, he should not have came for this, even though he had borrowed time. This is it for old Bill. So close. Damn, ain't that something? Dwight, your death hook as well, buddy. You don't want to play this game, because there's a hook right there. I don't know what you're trying to play here. Yeah, get out of here. The fact that I got 1K and I shouldn't have gotten any is pretty sad. As a survivor, don't do that. If you're death hook and you take a hit, just go and get yourself out of there. Like, Bill should have just bolted to the door or away from me and allowed Claudette to do that, because Claudette was not a death hook. She wasn't even a single hook. Actually, with Clown, I'd like to do that. I was running against a lot of rank 2 survivors as one of the worst killers in the game. Let's be honest here. It wasn't too bad, but yeah, one of the things that you want to do as a survivor is whenever you are playing and your death hook, let the one who's non-death hook take the heat. So if you get hit and you take my attention, it allows Claudette to unhook them. Even if you had borrowed time, Claudette can then take a hit, allowing all three of you to get out. That's what they should have done. They didn't, unfortunately. But that's the Clown. Obviously, the Clown still not the greatest. It still needs a little bit of work, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video either way. If you have a better build for Clown, let me know down in the comments below. Make sure you hit that like button, and I will see all of you guys next time. Bye, guys!